Hi, I would like to briefly introduce my job responsibility and what I did. Um, I've been working in Annandale Malwork for almost 7 years. I was first started in contract department to manage, update, analyze contract for all customers based off quarterly pricing changes for all the material categories. I also generate subcontracts for framing labor, interior and exterior installation. Because Annandale outsourcing this installation job, and those prices are based off square footage of the house or how many windows and doors are needed to be installed for each lot. Because my detail oriented and accurate, 2014 I started working in estimating department. I started with generating templates for new jobs. Annandale Malwork is using their operation system. It's called BizTrack. This operation system has all the database for all the products, including pricing, cost, sale, all the purchase history, and you can generate quotes, call off order, sales order, purchase order. And you can also put your bid log on there, your schedule, your shipping schedule, your accounting information, and all your product information. You can create your own product database. So each house, we have each house type that are building will be built multiple times, will have its templates in the system. So order entry, when every time that this house type get to build, then order entry department will find those templates and load them into the call off order. Then project manager will check all the call off order, and then they will generate the sales order and POs. For each house type, template needs to be created, especially like every time there's a new house release, all the new templates will be created. So here, so for each house type, all the base house elevations and options need to have its own template. Sometimes if the takeoffs for options is not in record, or if the margin is low, then probably the takeoffs in the template is wrong. Or if there's options on the contract but there's no template, so we need to create the template for the options. So that's how I start to do the takeoffs. I have to pull the plan and do the takeoffs by myself for those options that has issue. And so I can do cornice features, interiors, and exteriors. But lumber takeoffs are handled by the design department. So 2016, I moved up to the pricing department for bid. There are estimating department has takeoffs estimator and pricing estimator. They divided into 3 teams. One in charge of custom millwork, one does lumber, the other ones handle residential millwork, work, which is where I am now. The general working process in estimating is pricing estimator set up the bid sheet. Every week we have between 5 to 15 new bid coming. Then once the bid sheet has been set up, the takeoff estimator will do their takeoffs and then passes back to pricing estimator to price the job, check the takeoffs, review with project manager, and then generate the bid proposal and send out. Here's some of my work copy that I can show you. This one is one I just did for D.R. Horton. We did 15 house types for 3 subdivisions for D.R. Horton recently. I used some fake price in there since this job is still in process. And you can see here's our bid sheet. We have the summary page, and it has all the category in there. And this is page 1. There's multiple page because the D.R. Horton has a lot of options in there. And it has, here is the base house. Again, these prices are all fake. Base house, elevations, and all the options. And has all the category installed that we supply. And the components, it has engineered wood in there and lumber, all the lumber info. The quantity for base house, like and pricing, the cost to sell. And here's the exterior door. They're using 6-panel door. And 20-minute garage to house door. And window, they're using MI 3500 single hung window, low E argon, no J. Cornice, here's the cornice takeoffs. You can see I didn't personally do this takeoffs, but I know how to do takeoffs. When I did template, I did a lot of takeoffs. But here in estimating, I only price all those jobs. So we just make sure all of our pricing are up to date. Make sure all the increase from the vendor is supplier is included. Make sure margin is good. And here's the feature takeoffs: interior, trim, interior door. D.R. Horton, they're using 2-panel smooth square 4916 DC98 dual-chrome hinges door, and they're using WM663 base, DC98 casing. Here's the window stool. Here there's some OG in there as well. Shoe mold, of course, and shame. Here, this is the scuttle and the capboard for the knee wall. Okay, and here are, I also find some Pulte, because Pulte's work has its own workbook that they ask us to fill out. So it's different from our master bid sheet. This is Pulte's own sheet. So they have their VPL, which is their like kind of pricing database. So all the pricing is in there, and they have each workbook for different workbook for different category. For example, this one is a Clarksburg Town Center window workbook. Again, those are fake pricing because these jobs are still in process. We're still building the houses in there, and they're using MI S3500 window low E argon 3030 package. sculpture, lighted window, no J channel. And here's the screen. And here's the takeoff, so base house, elevations, and all the options. And that's the exterior door takeoffs. And the pricing is showing down there, and there's the total price. Window, every time for the window, if it's not in the database, or for some builder, they have like some fancy requirement from customer, special requirement, upgrade requirement, we have to re-quote the window. And MI are the most common windows, and then also Andersen that we use a lot, and Sierra Pacific too. Here's the Lexington 7 interior door and trim. They're using 2-panel DC98 in Lexington 7. Here's the takeoffs. You can see the quantity. And here's the trim they use. And here's the cornice and the features for Central Boulevard. Cornice takeoffs. They have 5/4 by 4, 5/4 by 6, 1 by PVC. The brick mold feature has 5-pound feature, piasters, segments, so on and so forth. That's pretty much what I done in Annadale Millwork. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me. I'm looking forward to further discuss with you, see what I can help. Thank you so much, and have a good day.